So, Miss Akriti Mehra, many congrats to your admission to PhD program, especially in health physics that you want to explore and make a career out of it with full scholarship at Oklahoma State.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
So let's begin this discussion. Very useful for, I think, number of aspirants who want to pursue their dream PhD various part of the world.
Yes, sir.
So please start with your introduction, from where you come and how you've been raised, and what's your academics so far been.
Yes, sir. So my name is Akriti Mehra, and I was born and brought up in the town of UP, Meerut,
Okay.
and I have done my schooling from here only. My parents, my dad is a chef and my mom is a homemaker. I also have a small sister. She's doing her BBA from Amity right now.
Okay.
I have done my bachelor's in physics honors from Amity University, and I completed in 2021.
And which
I
campus?
graduated Noida campus.
Noida campus.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, sir.
All right.
And I graduated with a CGPA of 8.86.
Okay.
After then, I gave my JAM exam. Then I pursued my master's in physics from Netaji Subhash University of Technology, NSUT, in Delhi.
Okay.
And from there, I graduated, postgraduate with a CGPA of 7.95 in the year 2023.
23. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And this is very interesting. It's been rising towards the graduate program. And what was your research experience in master's program?
Actually, in my master's, as I said, that I am interested in health physics, but it was not exactly health physics. I did my research on the assessment of elemental concentration of PM10 particulate matter,
Okay.
its surface morphology, chemical composition, and then the hazard quotient, the assessment, and all of that in the greater Noida city.
Okay.
So this was my research experience.
Okay. So yeah, so when you decided that you want to explore health physics area, very interesting, I would say.
Yes, sir. So, in my bachelor's, we are in Amity. There's a process called every student has to do a term paper, and you can do it in your favorite field of physics or anything. So you can choose your supervisors. So I chose nuclear physics as my subject. I wanted to explore it. I just found it really interesting at that time. So I wrote my first term paper under the topic Big Bang nucleosynthesis. It was just
Okay.
a start to that field.
Okay.
Then after 1 year, I started that interest towards radiation physics
Okay.
because I really liked learning about it. Then my second term paper was in nuclear batteries from nuclear waste. And after that, I kind of understood that I am interested in the applications of radiations. So, and especially which is useful for people, not just only on the paper or theoretical. So, next term paper was a study on radiopharmaceuticals,
Okay.
basically radioactive drugs, which is helpful for the treatment of cancer.
Yes.
So, by the time I graduated, I did my bachelor's. I was like, I am interested in this field. I want to know more, but I didn't know that how can I get into it and all of that. So I pursued my master's in physics, but in my college there was not there was not much current ongoing research on this field. So I had to stick to the atmospheric toxicological type of studies because it was there was not much opportunity towards that. So after that, I thought that I have to, like, if I want to do a PhD and that too from abroad, I have to do some extra research work. After that, I'll only get admission there. Otherwise, there's no chance.
Okay.
So I thought I will take a year drop and then I'll do the studies and all of that. I do my internships. But then after that, I met you and you told me that it's not required
It's not
and all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Akriti, you are the only student, I think I have mentored so many students from in last 5 years that you were
Mm.
inspired to do very different thing like health physics,
Yes.
right? And
Yes.
it is very demanding in the US, just so you know.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure before you will graduate PhD, you will have bunch of offers in the
Mm-hmm.
health physics industry, especially in
Yes, sir.
hospitals, or and
Mm-hmm.
or I think in national laboratories. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes, pretty nice. सो ओके, फिर आपने सोचा कि वेल आई वांट डू पीएचडी, एंड देन कब सोचा
Yes.
आपने कि आप एग्जैक्टली पीएचडी करना चाहते हैं हेल्थ फिजिक्स में?
Act I was determined like after my bachelor's only. Ki when I was in the first year of my master's, I was like I will do my PhD from abroad. But then my college atmosphere was not that supportive, so I kind of dropped it because I
Okay.
thought it would be difficult for me. Like I have to do some more internships and all, then only
Mm-hmm.
I can get uh, an PhD offer from abroad or something.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I met you and you did some counseling and you guided me a
Okay.
little bit, then I thought, no, it's actually possible. I didn't have the right perspective on how to get a PhD program, how to get into it and something.
तो कैसे आपने,
So,
मतलब लेट्स आस्क दिस क्वेश्चन, हाउ डिड यू
mhm.
फाइंड अस?
Actually, last year in August, I was like kind of preparing for it. So I tried to get some, YouTube videos and all of that. I started surfing that
Mm-hmm.
what do you exactly need, how does the process go, and all of that. So I came across this video of Nikhil Saini on
Yeah,
YouTube.
yeah. Okay.
It's your channel.
Yeah,
So
from
he kind
Decrest.
of described, yes, and he kind of described that how he has done his master's and then he did his one master's project and then he got offers from two universities and I was uh, like I kind of compared my profile with him and then I watched other students too from your channel that
Mm-hmm.
they were also getting the offers and I kind of compared and I thought of like contacting you and just let you assess my profile and then tell me what can I get and what am I capable of.
कभी
So
आपको
that's it.
डाउट नहीं हुआ लाइक इस ऑनलाइन, maybe it is not
Hmm. I was very doubtful.
okay.
At first I was very doubtful that because firstly it's a completely online platform,
Yes.
so you kind of double think like what
Yeah.
you're kind of
Uh,
investing into that.
I,
So
I
and
I will also do the same thing.
yeah, yeah, and my parents were also my mom was supportive, my dad was a little doubtful. So I actually when I contacted you, you told me that there are one, two more students from my university.
Yes,
So I
yes.
kind so I kind of knew who were they, and then I when I checked them and I contacted them, so it was confirmed. Like, yeah, they are also taking your
Real.
guidance. So I was like, yes. So I was like, oh, I'm safe. I'm totally safe. I can go ahead. So yes,
Okay.
I
Then
then
you decided to take our
proceeded.
mentorship.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Did your parents or I mean anyone of them they talked to me before you enrolled with us or no?
No, my parents didn't talk. My dad contacted you last month because I
Oh,
was
yeah,
just
that was a
going through
different.
some
I'm not
well.
talking
That
about
was completely different thing. But no,
different thing.
no, they didn't.
Yes, yes.
They
LOR
didn't.
regarding, I think we shorted out that very well, and you have
Yeah,
offer.
yeah, yeah.
आपने कौन सा एग्जाम दिया इस एप्लीकेशन प्रोसेस के थ्रू, और क्या
I
इसको कैसे तैयारी करी आपने?
I gave TOEFL exam, and you suggested me to give TOEFL, and I gave it at in the end week of September.
ओके.
So I kind of made 1 month, like allotted 1 month of preparation to it, but I took it seriously in the last 15 days. And you gave me
ओके.
material, you gave me all the material and stuff, and I used it and some of the YouTube videos, and that's it. My
Yes.
total score was 99.
Yeah.
So
It was very good, healthy score. Just
yeah.
one shy of 100.
Yeah, that was a silly mistake I made in the reading section, but then I carried it.
But
Yeah.
there's always a scope of improving anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So वो तो हमेशा रह जाता है कि एक या दो वो फर्क नहीं पड़ता, but you did very well in scoring good. GRE के बारे में सोचा आपने, क्या GRE वगैरह नहीं दिया?
I did ask you, but you said it's not required at all. And I
Yes.
was a little shocked because I'm not doing anything. It's not good. But then you said it's not required.
Yeah, it's
And
not.
then, yeah, I have the offer. So, yeah, it's not required.
Yes, yes, yes. Pretty true. I mean, GRE has been waived number of university. It is not playing any crucial role in getting the
Mm-hmm.
admission done. And anyways, it is no more standard that a student will do good
Yeah.
in the research output if he
Hmm.
or she has a good GRE score. That is the main reason behind it.
Yes.
Let's talk about application process, like
Mm-hmm.
shortlisting universities, drafting a scientific CV, scientific SOP, a personal statement, LOR, some other essays during the application process. Talk about it.
So, when I joined you, so the first step was we had a little counseling session. I told you about my research interest, which
Yes,
was very different. As you said, it was a different profile, definitely. And after that, we started shortlisting the colleges
yes,
and the universities.
yes.
So, and then step by step, we drafted you sent all the
Yeah,
SOPs.
shortlisting university is very important, especially in your case. I mean, not all university will offer health physics research
Yes, that
program.
was we made a pack of different universities. So to cover all my research interests. Like it was
Mhm.
not just health, it was physics also, but which have my research areas. So
Yes,
it was a complete package of universities which cater to my research interests. And then you sent me the SOPs of the application portals for which we were applying. And then you also helped with the LORs and as the most important, the scientific CV. You
yes,
helped me made it.
yes, yes.
And then also there were in the application portal there were many essays and paragraphs that were required and some
Mhm.
answers to some questions that were required. So you also guided me on that, which was really important. So yeah.
And how about answering the questionnaires so that we know about your
Yeah.
mini
Yes, yes,
biography?
I forgot. After the counseling, you sent me a questionnaire, a long questionnaire, which included everything, like the whole of my life.
Yeah.
What am I actually? And it actually helped me determine my exact research interest because I was sure of the applications of radiations I want to do, but the exact field I came to know about after filling that questionnaire.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Yeah,
after that.
that's a very crucial part, I would say.
Hmm.
Otherwise, it's very hard to know about students' mini biography or
Hmm.
in something like that. What about
Yeah.
extracurricular activities you have done, uh, undergraduate and master's program, or so far?
Okay, so in my bachelor's, I joined an NGO where it was a 4-month internship where I taught the students. I was in the collaboration department, so I collaborated with the marketing team, fundraising team, education team. So it was a there were all sorts of work. Like we had to teach the students, we had to teach the teachers, we have to design the curriculum and all. It was a new NGO.
Okay.
So that was one thing I did. And then I also, throughout my bachelor's and master's, I've attended workshops like quantum computing workshops and 1 week workshops and all of
Mhm.
that. And I last year I joined a company called Memory where I was doing a freelancing stuff like content creation for the NEET students for the physics subject only. So
Okay.
I create content for them for them to understand things more easily, simplifying the concepts and also. I was working as a freelancer there. Yeah.
In going.
Yeah.
How many applications did you put and कहाँ से आपका selections और rejections आए हैं अभी तक?
So we have put a total of 15 applications,
Yes.
uh, seeing my research interest. So out of them, I have received one offer. Eight decisions are still remaining,
Okay.
and the rest six, they have like
Yeah.
rejected us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Health physics is not straightforward. There's a lot of competition
Mm,
because of the universities
yeah.
are limited.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
बहुत बहुत बधाई आपको
Mhm.
ओक्लाहोमा स्टेट यूनिवर्सिटी से आपका सिलेक्शन हुआ है. Tell me about scholarships and other benefits.
It's the tuition fee is fully waived, and they are giving me a teaching assistantship of 2,360 $2,356 per month,
Mhm.
and which will continue for 9 months. And then for the next 3 months, they would be giving me a research assistantship, which
Yes,
is the same.
yes, yes.
So yeah, and then it will be
Yeah.
renewed.
Yes, this is, I think, very standard scholarship, you can say, or
Mm.
full financial support apart from medical insurance as well. And that will cover, I think,
Yeah.
जनरली देखो ग्रेजुएट स्टूडेंट की लाइफ में 50% ही खर्च होता है. वी आर वेरी
Mm.
frugal or thrifty, you can say, but we used
Yes.
to save.
Hmm.
So that's the way it is. So you don't have to
Yeah.
worry about to cover all your living expenses and during your PhD program. Generally, I remember मेरी जब भी students से बात होती है, they generally come. Some student they come every 6 months, initial couple of years, and
Mm-hmm.
visit parents and houses. Some of they come every once in a year or something like
Mm-hmm.
that. So there is no problem with living in a way nicely and saving amounts, and you
Yeah.
feel free to have some kind of things.
Yeah.
Okay, very nice. Again, बहुत बहुत बधाई आपको. हालांकि भी और भी ऑफर्स आने आएंगे एंड देन
Yeah.
यू विल हैव अ मीटिंग कि कौन सा आपके लिए सही है बेस्ड ऑन
Yes.
व्हाट यू वांट टू डू आफ्टर कंप्लीशन ऑफ योर पीएचडी प्रोग्राम. तो पीएचडी
Hmm.
प्रोग्राम में बेसिकली एक ऐसी फाउंडेशन है जो तय करेगी कि आप क्या करेंगे लाइफ में करियर
Hmm.
वाइज. So it's going to be very important decision making, right?
Yeah.
That is choosing the best possible outcome.
Hmm.
Let's talk about expense. अब आप हमसे जुड़ी तैयारी करी एग्जाम की एप्लीकेशंस फी रही कितना एक्सपेंस रहा जब तक कि आपका सिलेक्शन हुआ.
I would say approximately 2.5 lakh.
2.5 lakh. That
Yeah.
includes our mentorship fee also.
Yeah. Yes.
Pretty nice. Okay. Yeah, let's talk about. I remember there were some issues, some problem with your LORs. जरा बताइए उसके बारे में.
Uh, so most of my applications, some of my applications were in December and January. So I
Mhm.
completed their LOR request by December only. So for the rest of the applications, you were telling me names and stuff. So one of my professor, he was like, I used to tell him like, sir, please submit this, and also
Yes.
he kind of grew a little tired because he was like, why don't you tell me all of it at once? So
Mhm.
he was actually printing them out and then going out of campus and printing them out and then stamping
Oh,
it and then
okay.
coming. So he was like, you have to come here and stuff. So I was like, why? There were just two or three universities left. So that time I was like, why am I going to Delhi now for just three LORs and stuff? And then there were some professors who were delaying it a lot. So I had
Mhm.
to go there, stay there, and get them done. And then I came back.
Yeah, I remember I talked to your father.
Yeah.
Nothing to worry. I think एक बार जाना है दोबारा कभी जाने की आवश्यकता नहीं होगी. That's what it
Yeah.
happens. I think I have seen observed few cases last year also. But अच्छी
Hmm.
बात है एक बार हो गया.
Hmm.
That's the way it
Yeah.
is. Yes, a very I think interesting question. Keep asking. Being female, okay. I mean,
Mhm.
what challenges have you faced so far? in your academic or personal life that you wanna share probably that will inspire or will get some kind of motivation to other aspirants, especially जो लड़कियां हैं.
Mhm. So, actually, it started way before my bachelor's. When I was in 12th, I didn't clear my JEE exam with really good marks. Okay.
Okay.
So, my father has this thinking like, if you have taken science, you should be an engineer. Simple, as simple as that.
Okay.
So, I didn't clear JEE. Then I took a drop. Again, it was not, it was, it was not, they were not good marks. Okay. So my dad was like, "What will you do and stuff?" And then I also gave this exam called NATA. It was an architecture exam, so I got into it. I got a good score, and then I was like very demotivated.
होता
Uh,
है.
and then I thought of, change. I'll completely change my field. I'll go towards arts and maths and stuff. After that, I took admission in Mumbai. So there also it was lots of artwork and stuff, and I didn't research much. So that was a mistake that I made. I didn't research much, and then I left the course and came back again. And my dad was really disappointed in me. He kind of thought that maybe I'm not capable and stuff, and made some comments which really hurt me. And after that, I thought the one thing was clear in my mind that you should do that thing only which interests you, otherwise don't go for it.
Yeah, very
Just
true.
do that was the most important lesson I learned, that do what makes you happy.
What makes you happy?
Don't do it. So I have always enjoyed physics. I never really
Mm-hmm.
paid much attention to chemistry. I like maths, but not more than physics.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I'll not do BTech. My father was pushing me to do a BTech, and what will you do if you don't do engineering? And all? There are not much, so what
Scope.
what will you do after doing physics? It's
Mm-hmm.
just you become a teacher. There are not the future is not good basically. There's not much scope. So I was like, no, I will do physics, and I only like it, I'll only enjoy it, and that's what I want to do for the rest of my life. And he was not at all supportive of it. That was the time when I was facing that family thing situation, which was really tough. So I
Mm-hmm.
had to convince them a lot that I am really good at it. Let me do it. And then I took admission into Amity,
Mm-hmm.
and then I proved it through my grades that I can do it.
Yeah, very
So
true.
yeah, now he kind of believes that, and especially after this offer, he kind of believes that okay, she's
Yes,
made for
she's,
it.
and that
Yeah,
too in health physics.
yeah,
Don't
yes.
forget that. That's important part.
Hmm.
Yes. तो ये तो रही बात challenges.
Hmm.
क्या आप मैसेज देना चाहेंगे स्पेशली अगेन आई वुड से फीमेल्स स्पेशली इन नॉर्दर्न पार्ट ऑफ इंडिया बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट हैं जो लड़कियां सोचती हैं कि द ड्रीम दैट दे वांना
Hmm.
डू पीएचडी और एक्सप्लोर हायर एजुकेशन इन द यूएस कैसे संभव है क्या कहना चाहेंगे आप
Firstly, I think you should not be scared. You should, I would say, uh, basically if you really want to do it, you can do it, because there are like as an example, you can take my case. I have done like I would say I've not done a world changing work in my opinion, but I have done what interests me, and I have achieved what I have wanted. So if you really research a little, if you approach people a little, you can get where you want to be.
यस
I would say that.
गुड पॉइंट
Yeah. And it's not like being a girl, we kind of sometimes think that maybe this is a little out of my league. Maybe we can't do it, but if you research a bit, you can. You definitely
आई
can.
कंप्लीटली एग्री जहाँ चाह वहाँ राह वाली बात मुझे
Yes.
याद आती है
Yes.
अच्छा एक और इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन रह गया जब आपने
Mhm.
ऑफर देखा ओके राइट कैसा महसूस हुआ मैंने व्हाट वर योर इमोशंस
I like my offer came. 2 to 3 weeks ago, right?
Okay.
So at that time, like this month and particularly the last month was a little hectic because I was getting rejections, straight up rejections, and I was
Mhm.
like, okay, I have made a mistake. Maybe I shouldn't have applied to the there were a lot of thoughts
It
that
will
were
come
just
across.
coming, and I was just making up anything at that point in my
Mhm.
mind. So at that time, I was on my laptop. I was, I think, watching something and stuff, and then a mail came, and I looked at it, and I was like, uh, wait 1 second. And then I read it. I didn't tell anyone at that time because I made sure I just read it fully. Is it really confirmed? What if they have sent it by mistake and they just take it back?
There
So
is
I
no
was
mistake.
like, and I was like, there's my name written. Okay, it's a confirmation. Okay, they have selected. And I didn't tell anyone. I told my mom after 2 hours when I processed it. I literally told her after I processed it, and then I texted you also.
Yeah, yes, yes.
So yeah, it took
Yeah,
a time. It took
second
time
time.
for me to process.
Were there any interview process was involved in this?
Oh no, no,
No.
no,
So you
no
just
interview.
wake up or just browsing something, an email pops up. Well, he
Yeah,
got
yeah,
selected.
yeah. That's
Physics
that.
में most of the time there are no interviews involved,
Hmm.
but there are, I think, maybe 15% cases there are not interview but kind of a discussion, like we are having discussion. They want to know about,
Mm-hmm.
like, Akriti will have, what's your interest, why you want to come this university, and
Mm-hmm.
you have any questions to ask. These are the only things. Yeah.
Hmm.
Again, बहुत बहुत बधाई आपको.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. और कुछ कुछ कहना चाहें आप हमारी मेंटरशिप एफर्ट्स को लेके टू द ब्रॉडर ऑडियंस. आई थिंक you will be a role model probably once they're going to hear this discussion, once they go through this wonderful session.
Okay. Firstly, which I experienced too, like uh, if I were to do it like on my own, there is so much information on the internet. You don't know which is true and which is not true, what to refer to, what to not refer to. There's a lot of confusion, which I experienced. Like some say you need to do life-changing work to get into US. Even my professor was like, one of our professor was like, you cannot go to US like this. I cannot believe you can. He said it on my face. That was very demotivating. But he said
Oh,
it on my face. No,
why
you
he would say that?
I
Is there
don't
is-
know. He was like that. I have never sent my any of my students to US. How can I told you to do some research work, do some publishing and stuff, and I think when I'll tell him about the offer, I've told one or two of my professors. I've not yet told him,
Okay.
so maybe then he'll believe. But he said that, and maybe this is the perception of most of the people that
Mhm.
you just cannot go like that. You have to do some life-changing work to get into
Or you will
you.
require 50-60 lakh, I think.
Yeah, yeah, lot of money. So I think that perception I think needs to be changed, which many of people don't know that what is the actual requirements that a PhD program or a graduate program requires. So yeah, this then your guidance, your mentorship program has definitely helped me through this, like realizing what are the actual things which they require and what are the perceptions which are wrong.
Completely
Yeah.
agree with you. Mentor
Hmm.
is needed probably, and better the mentor probably.
Yeah.
एंड
Yeah.
वो रास्ता जो है वो आसानी से
Yes.
और सुखमय आई थिंक थ्रू होता
Mm-hmm.
है. Yes.
Yeah.
I think we will have number of other meetings on probably on call.
Mm-hmm.
जैसे जैसे आपके और भी selections आएंगे, I think we'll make sure you get the best offer, selected in a way, accepted. Then we will have
Mm-hmm.
I-20 process. And then visa comes, then visa mock also. I think by mid-June or early July, you will have your, I think, Delhi US consulate. Through that, you will get the visa, and early August, you will end up in the US and start a
Mm-hmm.
PhD program.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, where you're going to learn many things. You're gonna enjoy as well as it will be new challenge also, I would say, and you'll
Yes.
accept it. And Indians have done very well in the US in research or other perspective, and आप भी लगता है उसी कड़ी में आगे बढ़ेंगी और जुड़ेंगी और you will do very well.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Akriti, thank you so much. Okay,
Yes.
we'll connect you
Okay,
soon
sir.
again. Bye bye.
Okay, sir. Bye.